Have you ever found yourself standing in front of the mirror and thinking, I still look good, but something's definitely different? Or maybe you've whispered to yourself, is it just me, or has my get up and go gotten up and gone? Well, if that sounds familiar, take a deep breath. Because you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not broken. Not even close. Aging comes with all kinds of changes. Some are subtle, like realizing you now read menus with your arms fully extended. Others are a bit more personal, like noticing a shift in your sex drive. Now, before you panic, let me reassure you. Your sex drive doesn't need to retire just because you did. In fact, for a lot of seniors, intimacy actually gets better, more meaningful, more connected, and yes, more satisfying. So let's dive in. Today, we're getting real about sex drive after 60. What's happening, why it's happening, and most importantly, what you can do about it. We'll walk through the best and worst foods for your libido. We'll talk about daily habits that can either help or hurt. We'll even uncover some surprising natural boosters, like Korean red ginseng and black maca, two ancient roots that are now rocking the modern bedroom. And if you've ever looked at your partner or yourself and thought, I hope I've still got it, let me say this loud and clear. You do. Let's prove it. Stick around because this isn't just about sex. It's about confidence, energy, connection, and living life to the absolute fullest. Let's begin with a big one. Why does healthy senior sex matter more than you think? Look, we grew up in a generation where you didn't exactly talk about this stuff over coffee. Sex, especially after retirement, was treated like it vanished after 50. But here's the truth. Intimacy is not a luxury. It's a part of your health. Yep, good old-fashioned hanky-panky is good for you. And we're not just talking about warm fuzzies. Studies show that regular sexual activity in older adults can lead to better cardiovascular health, improved immune function, sharper memory, yes, really, less stress and fewer symptoms of depression, deeper sleep, and overall, a stronger sense of self-worth. One study by the National Institute on Aging found that seniors who maintain intimacy feel less lonely, more confident, and even report higher life satisfaction. Translation? Sex isn't just about pleasure. It's about staying alive in the fullest sense of the word. So no, you're not being selfish or too old to want passion. You're being human and smart. Now, let's get to the real question. Why does sex drive change as we age? You're not imagining it. Your mojo really does get a bit sleepy. But it's not just one thing, it's a perfect storm of little culprits. Let's break them down. Hormonal drop-offs. Testosterone declines in men, estrogen drops in women. And guess what? These little guys were running the show in your 20s. Medications. That blood pressure pill? That allergy med? That antidepressant? Yeah, they might be quietly zapping your desire. Fatigue. When you're always tired, romance feels like a chore. And nobody wants chore sex. Mental health. Stress, anxiety, and depression are huge blockers when it comes to intimacy. They make your brain hit the brakes, no matter how willing your body is. Chronic health conditions, things like diabetes, arthritis, heart disease, they can impact comfort, confidence, and blood flow. Now, if you're still with me, and I hope you are, I want to pause for a second and say something important. There is nothing wrong with you. There's a lot of shame, silence, and even embarrassment when it comes to intimacy and aging, especially for those of us who grew up in more hush-hush generations. Let's face it, back in the day, we didn't talk about this stuff. If it was brought up, it was whispered behind hands at the church, potluck, or ignored entirely, like that one creaky floorboard we all pretend not to hear. But times have changed, and so has the science. We now know that sexuality doesn't retire unless we let it. We're not just talking about performance here. We're talking about connection, about being touched, seen, appreciated, not just by a partner, but by yourself. You deserve that. No matter your age, no matter your body type, no matter how long it's been since you last lit the candle, so to speak. And if you've been thinking, well, that's all fine and good, but I'm too tired, or it's been too long, Or I don't even know where to start. Start here, with one step. Maybe that's adding one new food to your plate this week. Maybe it's a 10-minute walk. Maybe it's even just giving yourself permission to feel good again. You don't need a partner to reclaim your sensual self. You just need the courage to show up for yourself. You've still got the spark. And guess what? The world's still waiting to see it. And hey, if this video made you think, laugh, or feel a little more alive today, leave us a comment below. Tell us what resonated with you. Or just say, I've still got it. Because saying it out loud, that's part of owning it. Now, many of the factors we just talked about can be improved naturally. You don't need a miracle. You just need to tweak your habits. Let's take a look at what might be killing your libido and how to fix it. Let's talk about the guys first. Natural libido-boosting foods for men. Gentlemen, put down the mystery powder and listen up. There are real, proven foods that can help reignite your fire. Lean meats and fish, packed with protein and zinc, which are essential for testosterone and energy. Nuts and seeds, pumpkin seeds, almonds, walnuts. These are nature's little libido boosters. Tomatoes loaded with lycopene, which supports prostate health and helps with blood flow. Bananas rich in potassium and B vitamins. Bonus, they're portable. Just saying. Black mackay, a Peruvian root that boosts stamina and supports hormone balance. Korean red ginseng, this one's the MVP. Clinically shown to improve erectile function, reduce fatigue, and boost mood. You don't need a pharmacy, you need a smart grocery list. Now ladies, it's your turn. Natural libido-boosting foods for women. Your body, your hormones, your needs. Here are some foods designed with you in mind. Dark berries, blueberries, raspberries. Strawberries antioxidants that promote blood flow and reduce inflammation. Leafy green spinach, kale, Swiss chard packed with magnesium, which helps muscles relax and vessels open up. Avocados, healthy fats that support hormone production and skin glow. Dark chocolate. In small doses, it can elevate mood and even enhance arousal. Red maca, especially great for easing menopause symptoms, sleep problems, and anxiety. Korean red ginseng. Yes, again. It's just as helpful for women, improving sexual function and reducing fatigue. Turns out, the path to passion might go straight through your plate. Now let's talk habits and movement. Because your daily routine matters more than you think. Daily habits and exercises to reignite desire. This part isn't just about libido, it's about vitality. Move your body. Walking, swimming, dancing. Anything that gets your heart rate up. Helps with blood flow and energy. Practice mindfulness. Just 5-10 minutes of deep breathing. Gratitude or meditation can ease stress and sharpen intimacy. Sleep better. A solid 7-8 hours balances hormones and gives you energy. Ditch the screen at bedtime. Blue light confuses your brain and kills your natural rhythm. Hydrate. It may sound boring, but dehydration affects circulation, mood, and energy. Talk. Emotional closeness is a huge driver of physical desire. So speak up, share your feelings, and don't be shy. And if you're wondering about those pelvic floor muscles, gentle Kegels aren't just for the ladies, they benefit everyone. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Natural supplements that actually work. Because not everything needs to come from a prescription bottle. Let's face it, medications like Viagra can help in a pinch, but they're not the whole story. They don't fix the root issues. They don't boost your energy. They don't improve emotional intimacy. And they sure don't make you feel like your best self. Plus, they can bring side effects like headaches, sinus pressure, and visual issues. And some are risky if you're on heart meds. That's why more seniors are choosing natural support, options that strengthen your body from the inside out. Two names keep popping up. Korean red ginseng. This isn't just dried root. It's been steamed and aged for maximum potency. It improves stamina, circulation, mood, and sexual function in both men and women. It's basically nature's way of saying, let's turn the lights back on. Black maca, an adaptogenic root from Peru, meaning it helps your body adjust to stress and balance hormones. It's been shown to increase libido, improve fertility, balance mood, and support energy naturally. And hey, don't forget about red maca, especially for women navigating menopause. L-arginine, an amino acid that promotes better blood flow. Tribulus terrestris, a traditional herb used for hormone balance. And sexual vitality. Of course, check with your doctor before starting anything new. Natural doesn't mean free-for-all. Safety first. Let's wrap things up with a powerful checklist. Your action plan to feeling alive, energized, and maybe a little frisky. Review your daily habits. Are they helping or hurting your libido? Add more libido-friendly foods to your plate. Move more, stress less. Look into supplements, but do your homework first. Keep the communication open. Honesty builds connection. Prioritize sleep, hydration, and emotional health. Your sex life doesn't have to shrink with age. In fact, it can blossom. More depth, more confidence, more joy. Because you've still got it. You always have. And anyone who says otherwise, they're just jealous. Remember, age is just a number. But passion, that's timeless. See you in the next one.